Hello. Good morning, everybody. Um, Looks great. It's nice of you to say so. Um, was that swanky? Okay, just checking. Um, the whole not being awake thing, I actually thought that 9 a.m. was a reasonable time to do this. And now that I'm sat here, I'm thinking it's far too early. It's far too early. Good morning, Phil. Um, no, I think, and I know I say this all the time and end up messing it up, I think I'm all ready. I think I'm ready. Everything's posted, right? All the socials are posted. Um, Headphones all set up and tested. Film's ready to go. I've got a brew, so it's just sit here and have a chat now. Good morning. Yesterday, Sarah, who's just checked in, um, made me some lovely little PNGs of the 1001 films before 50. So I've stuck one in the bottom corner there, look, so it looks like it's on the chat box for branding purposes. Um, the Canadian currently isn't here. She's there's a the big opening exhibition of the new gallery, Cross Street Art, is happening this evening. So she's arranging that. I don't know if she's got the sound on or not. Usually she's not. Um, and now, clever you, it does look good. What's my second favourite Predator movie? Possibly this one, and I've not seen it yet. The reviews have been quite good, which is, um, I don't know, odd, ominous. Um, I've never seen any of the versus Alien ones. So obviously I've seen Predator, Predator 2, and Predators. Oh, I've not seen The Predator either. Um, but that's his own fault. He needs to get up, doesn't he? She's listening, always listening. Not when you're at work, you're not. You do the whole, oh, I can't. I've not got the sound on. Nod your head, shake your head. All right, so don't bother with the Predator then. Okay. It'd be fine. You can watch it whenever he wants. I mean, he's gonna miss out obviously on the what they call these like first reaction videos. Um, Disney should have paid me to do this today to my 4 viewers. Um, Predator 2 probably is better than I remember, to be honest. I like the fact that it's got what's his face in it, Danny Glover. I like that it's set in the city as well. I think the ending, um, yeah, I'm not sure I'm keen on the ending, but there we go. Right, too scary for you. Bye, bye, Catherine. It's only 15, isn't it? What is it? Um, I don't think they've done this any favors with like the poster or the if you've got it on Disney Plus, you've got the menu bit on, like the face with the green. I don't know if they've done any favors, but there you go. Um, well, I've not seen any of the Alien verses, so perhaps I'll have to do that. Perhaps after this, I'll have to watch the other two. I mean, uh, surprisingly or not, the Predator isn't on Disney Plus. All the others are. Predators is, um, etc. Um, so don't do it. Have you seen some of the shit that I've watched recently? Bloody hell. Um, I've got 5 viewers. I mean, we're pushing up into that that top half of the single figures there. So I don't know. Is Kat still on? So Kat possibly still on, even though she's not listening. Phil and Sarah and Paul, and we've got a spare fifth viewer, whoever you are. Hello, fifth viewer. Um, this is a premiere. This is exciting. We've never done this before. We've never done it on the day of. We did Death on the Nile Did we do Death of the Nile the night of? I don't think we did. But anyway, yeah, there we go. We'll see how it goes. Right, less than 2 minutes to go. No, don't be dressed up. I realised that I'd run out of actual short sleeve t-shirts last night, so I put a wash on, but none of them are dry. So that's why I've got my my long sleeve Jarvis affair on. It's all creased. I shouldn't be. It's probably offensive. Right, less than a minute to go. Everyone, get your remote controls ready. There you go. We're all wearing Jarvis this morning, and Paul's just made me be a little bit sick in my mouth there. He'd approve of you spilling egg down it. I'm sure he would. All right, I'm not going to mess up the timestamp this time either. He says, and he'll definitely mess it up, won't he? But you know, never mind. I've got too many timer things going on now. But it's like I've got two scripts in my tools. It's crazy. We're all set. We're all ready. Excellent. As soon as it hits 9, we'll start. Don't forget the and play. I know it's your favourite bit. 2 tools in my chat too. Ho ho! We're on fire this morning. Right, it's 9 a.m. Here we go. In 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, and play. Perfect. Oh, the old 20th century studios fanfare. Love it. Ba, 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 ba. This was already a good idea. We'd lost number 5. Look, number 5's gone. Whoever that was didn't last long. Neither wouldn't. Now, I don't know if you've seen, if you had a look, but there's a version on Disney Plus dubbed into the language. Is it Comanche? I don't know how to pronounce it. Dubbed into the Comanche language. If you want to watch it dubbed into Comanche, I hope I've said that right. I mean, let's start off by completely mispronouncing the name of an entire race. You know, I said I was ready, and I am, but I think I need to close my blinds so the sun's not shining on my TV. There we go. That's better. I mean, if this film turns out to be quite good, and I'm not talking because I'm too busy watching it, this could be one of the dullest ones we've ever done. Comanche. There you go. It is. Well, that then. See, I told you. It's one of those, isn't it? You know, you only ever see a word written down, so you don't know how to say it. So there's a version, anyway, dubbed into Comanche. Does that dog look too modern? Is my question. See, I love that fact. I love that Moana was dubbed into Hawaiian. Oh, they've also stuck on a Lion King sing-along, but it's not original Lion King. It's remake Lion King sing-along. I think that dog's too looked after for me. Looks great, doesn't it? See, on the poster, they've greened up her face more, haven't they? Which I think it looks, I don't know, it makes it look a bit High School Musical made for TV, the poster. Yeah, something like that. Yeah. I put it to you as well that that dog is one of the best dog actors that there's ever been. It was staring straight forward then. I'm waiting for the Ewoks to pop up though, I must admit. I think you'll find, Paul, that I'm even better at axe throwing. I finished third at axe throwing. Third. And if those three final axes hadn't have bounced out of the bullseye, I'd have finished first. I mean, that's good fake tail, right? It's not the dog running into a tree. I was waiting for the cameraman to run into a tree, to be fair. See, I think the problem with axe throwing is that for the first 17 goes, we all stood on that line that was painted because that's what humans do, don't they? There's a line, stand on the line, throw it. And none of us were taking into account that they were all different heights. It certainly didn't take into account for taller people like me and you, Paul, where we probably have to stand back a bit because our axe wouldn't hit. Oh, Phil. I mean, what are we, 5 minutes in, and we've got our first mother in law joke? I think they should do this sort of thing with more 80s sci fi franchises. I'd like to see, I'm not keen on that. I'd like to see Robocop set on the Mayflower. It's after she sung about the colours of the wind, Paul. See, it's the things like that Terminator set in the Regency period, definitely. I also like the idea of a man who's just thrown on a dead bird onto the camera there. I do hope his name is Two Face. It looks amazing. They did do Pride and Prejudice and Zombies, based on a book, wasn't it? Um, I think I have, due to the amount of westerns that I'm having to get through. I think I do have a newfound appreciation for the American Vista. Although this, see, if the Canadian was here, she'd tell me that this is actually filmed in Toronto, and she's been to this park. It does, scale wise, it does feel like one of the old westerns. Look at that sky; it's beautiful. It looks beautiful. You're right, Paul. This would look great on the big screen. But it does. It feels it hasn't got that. Um, and we talked about this the last couple of streams. I think that kind of like that dirtier look. It does look too modern. It doesn't look like it's 1719. There's no way a dog would be that well fed in 1719. Um, but yeah, you're right here about female protagonists don't want to risk it. I don't think they felt it would make any money. Plus, it's not got the word predator in the title, so loads of people wouldn't go and see it because they'd miss the fact that it was a predator film. And I know they're all speaking English for our benefit, but they do all have that. It's what modern Star Wars TV series have. The fact that they're supposed to be an alien on Tatooine, but they all speak with a South Californian accent. No, that's true. That is true. Was it Robert Rodriguez did The Predator? Is she making pesto? Ooh, burn. Rodriguez produced Predators. There we go. I knew he had some attachment. I went to see Predators at the cinema, and I don't know why, because I'm not a massive fan of Adrian Dunbar. Not Adrian Dunbar. What on earth am I talking about? Adrian Dunbar in Predators would be amazing. Talking about Mary Joseph and the Little Donkey and the Predators. Adrian bloody Dunbar. I told you it's too early. It's too early. Now, is it me? Right. But the invisibility. Shane Black. Yeah, there you go. The invisibility thing's always a bit rubbish because you can still see him. Who am I thinking of then? What's his name? Adrian. Blah, blah. He's in The Pianist. He's in King Kong. And it's. What's his name? Big nose. Adrian bloody Dunbar. Can you imagine? Brody! Adrian Dunbar. I should point out I'm a massive fan of Adrian Dunbar, just in case he's watching, but not that keen on Adrian Brody. Bloody hell. Do you know, it's not a bad idea. See, and this is what I'm worried about because I usually can pull facts like that and people's names out of thin air, and I'm finding more and more I'm going, Adrian Thing. He's in all these films, but I can't remember his last name. Hey, Adrian Dunbar is our fifth viewer, right? He has nothing else to do. I mean, I wish he'd tweet about it a bit more often. He's got more followers than me. She was hardly sneaking. They all heard her. I mean, Adrian You should definitely say hello, mate. We're all waiting. You don't know who Adrian Dunbar is? What's he been in? Line of Duty. I think in 1719 it was just more misogyny. Nothing casual about it at all. The other reason it's not a theatrical release is that Adrian Dunbar's not in it. Yeah, it's another reason why it wouldn't have done any money. You've not seen Line of Duty? Jesus. Can I just point out that moment there where the snake ate the rat? The Canadian would have screamed her head off at that point. I'm going to call it early, at like 14 minutes and 21 seconds here. But I'm going to state this isn't terrible. Oh, Adrian Dunbar would have been amazing as Bail Organa. First 3 seasons, Phil, are excellent. 4th season's okay, it's good. 5th season, 6th season, the first 3 seasons are brilliant. I think season 5 and 6 suffered from expectation. Just about. I don't know. Brian Blessed was fantastic in episode 1. I don't know how he wasn't Oscar nominated. Bit of an old mushroom there, just slap it on. Line of Duty, I don't know. It used to be on Netflix. It possibly is on iPlayer still. But the first 3 seasons are definitely worth watching. Yeah, it is on iPlayer. All 6 seasons are on iPlayer. Looks gorgeous, this film. Who directed this? Got that nighttime light in there. Peaky Blinders, I didn't watch for ages because I hated the title. Then I think I watched the first 4 seasons. I just went, seen enough now. Yeah, it's the old. Oh, I love these gangsters, aren't they proper fit? And then, if in real life, if they lived next door, you'd be on Facebook complaining about them all the time. It's not even the 20 suits, it's the little hats. Yeah. You're behind? Are you behind me then, Paul? It's not so much the craze that annoyed me. I think the craze never pretended to be anything other than they were. It was people like, he skinned that snake, but it's still alive. Nice. Um, oh, it buffered. That's all right then. Legend is terrible, um, but it's good because of Tom Hardy's absolutely ridiculous Ronnie Cray performance. Um, but it is really watchable. It's incredibly enjoyable. It's people like Barbara Windsor who used to get on my nerves just by saying things like, "Oh, they were just lovely little lads who love their mum." No, they were absolutely horrendous thugs. Is who they were. But they only did it to people who were gangsters as well. Did they though? Did they? Did they? They were just two lovely lad businessmen, salt of the earth, love the mother, killed lots of people, tortured them. Mm. That's the quote of the stream so far. That Babs Windsor is to the Craze what Cilla Black was to the Beatles. I love that. Oh well, he did die though, didn't he? He died of his injuries later. Um, so so technically, spot on there. It's the romanticism of these kind of like 60s crimes. And you kind of go, what are you talking about? And yet people go, the same people that go, oh, yeah, are the same people that if you like a dog does a poo on the lawn goes crazy while you're not locked up forever. This is to Silla's grave, right? Not to Barbara Windsor's grave. Yeah, Buster, right? Who, don't forget, at the end of the Phil Collins film, you get the old, oh, and he went on the straight and narrow and just owned like a flower stall, who ends up killing himself because he owes a load of drug dealers loads of money, because that's what he was selling from his flower stall as well, allegedly, if any of Buster's relatives are watching. You can't hurry love, no, you just have to wait. Again, I didn't think I'd be singing that whilst watching Prey. I do want another coffee. I'm going to get one. Um, oh, just allegedly, just in case, it's not true. Well, I got some bits wrong. Or he wasn't really called Buster. You can't be too careful. Just in case Rebecca Vardy's watching and wants to sue me. Right, make another coffee before it all kicks off. Ugh. I've used that line so many times. Doesn't matter how sharp it is if you're too afraid to use it. Sounds like my teenage years. I was just about to say, has he ever faced a lion? He lives in North America, but obviously, he's talking pumas, isn't he? Oh, what have I missed? What have I missed? Oh, God knows it's absolutely pitch black. It's going to kill them all, isn't it, apart from her? Well, I like how it is following a little bit of a predator pretense here, that you've got like this team or this gang of hunters, stroke killers. Oh no, it is. It's not the predator, is it, that's attacking them? Oh, it is a lion. There we go. That's what I was missing, just like the whole thing. Oh. See, this is why I need a production assistant. I put it to you that happened in the dark because the CGI lion wasn't that good. Brother carriage it home. Oh. Oh, cold shiver. I mean, I'll never see Rishi Sunak as anything now other than Car in the Jungle Book. If Rishi Sunak was Car in the Jungle Book, though, he'd be saying things like, Mowgli, I want to be your friend because I've never had a working class friend before. To survive. You know, went a bit Hollywood there. It means no worries. Everybody trusts Car more than they trust Rishi Sunak. People seem to trust Liz Truss more than they trust Rishi Sunak. That's the problem he has. Killed it. Killed it, mate. Done it. Was like one hour face paint a thing then? Because we've got Liz for leader instead, which is who on earth came up with that? And are you ready for Rishi? Good God. Milk's ready. Do you know what I think is most impressive about this film so far? Is that we've actually spent 26 minutes of it in what is only a 1 hour 40-minute film building up character, actually getting to know these people, and not just throwing in a load of death and destruction and here's a predator. They wouldn't look this clean. It does have it suffers a bit from gunfight at the OK Corral. The dog's too well fed. Yeah, it's that. It has a very similar vibe to it. I don't think there's as much Predator action in Predator as we all remember, or as I remember. You probably all remember it. She was so injured, she had to be carried back or whatever. But she looks perfectly fine now. Oh, look at that! I mean, that is profound predators that build characters. It builds caricatures. You tell me that Shane Black in Predator, Shane Black's character, isn't a fully rounded character. I found that very difficult to believe. I think the original Predator film is the first instance of me ever hearing the word pussy in that regard. As opposed to, Mrs. Slocum. He looks a bit dirty there, I was just saying, a filthy sense, but that's just the same, isn't it? My lighting's all off today. I can't get it right. I'm all too shiny. I'm going to turn that down. I'm going to warm it up, I think. Is that better? That's probably worse. Looks like I'm doing it like 7:30 at night. When my production assistants would do my face, I think we're into 1970s. All of the Mrs. Slocum pussy jokes are brilliant. There's some great kind of classic farce kind of stuff going on in Are You Being Served? I think it is actual locations, yeah. Look how beautiful that is. It's absolutely amazing. On a big screen, this would be unreal. I like this. I like this a lot. It bleeds. Yes, obviously she must put the blood on her face. Yeah, here we go. We're all on it. This is why we're the cult. Yeah, they have no way to disguise the bright green glowing blood. And look, that's a real rabbit. We've not got CGI animals all the way through it. And they haven't attempted to modernise the Predator effects. I mean, obviously that was CGI, but, it still looked alright. I mean, they are crap, aren't they? For a race of hunters, they are a bit shit at it. They've spent some money on this. That's amazing. No, I know you can't modernise the effects, but that's never stopped them before. I think he's about to be covered in blood. It's why it's a 15 and not an 18. I assume it's a 15. I was just saying it might be 12A, but that's possibly not. Yeah, it's definitely a 15, isn't it? 16 plus, there you go. See, that's another thing that's good about it, that they've not 12A'd it up. They've not done a Die Hard to it. Are we gonna timestamp when that dog's gonna meet its maker? She did that quick. Well, no. So are the predators in Alien versus Predator? Are the predators the good guys? Do we root for the predators? I bet they do kill the dog. I bet the dog gets done. Oh, look at that. People thinking the dog's going to survive. You're absolutely kidding me. That is amazing. Oh. Filmed on location, everyone. In Canada. Let's get closer up, shall we? We can never get this right. There we go. All locations. We see it properly. Bloody hell, what's wrong with me? Canada. You just can't make it up. You can't make it up, can you? She'd be so smug now. We don't have to. We don't have to go and find it. I mean, that shot, it's just incredible. Listen, I think it's all. I thought he was pissing on it then. I think we all know I don't need lessons on Canadian pronunciation. Got its skull. Well, it's not the greatest of prizes, is it? I think this is the best film I've seen in about 2 weeks, this. We talked about Kubrick being an auteur yesterday. I never know how to pronounce that either. There wasn't a single shot in Full Metal Jacket that was as beautiful as half the shots in this film. I say, just as a load of skinned buffalo appear on screen. Yeah, especially Paul, as it's the first time we've all seen it. If it was something that we'd seen a million times. Oh, Dawn of the Planet Apes is amazing. But then War is good as well. I love Dawn of the Planet of the Apes, again, being one of those films that's kind of its use of subtitles. So you're watching a film about talking apes, but you're sat reading subtitles like you're watching some kind of like art house French movie. Oh no, it's turned into never-ending story. If the dog drowns in this swamp, right, we're in serious trouble. Oh no, we're done. You wouldn't just kneel down in all that blood. What's he thinking? Not unless he's got some vanish. If he's got some vanish, everything will be all right. Get them into soak, exactly, in some vanish. Never-ending story. See, the dog's too smart to get stuck in the swamp. Now she's dirty. She can't chuck that axe for shit. She's rubbish. Nope, air bubble. We're actually building some genuine tension here. Even though we know she can't possibly drown. Oh, Paul. Nice, of course. It is building some genuine tension. The rope gonna snap before she gets there. I mean, it should just be a floating head now, right? For the predator. What's going on? Floating head. Floating head.